listen to reason? Will you open your eyes? It's a wonder what you'll find with an open mind. You may be surprised. Yeah, gotta get away from this illusion for the sake of the world. This delusion, it's gotta yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome to a new edition of the Atheist Experience. I'm your host, Mike Nolan. Joining me this week, Jeff D., as you saw in our beautiful new introduction. Thanks to a bunch of people whose names will be put up at the end of that for not only producing that new intro that we saw last week. Look.
There I am.
Windows. We've got a play button for Jeff.
Windows things.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's the same introduction we used last week. Hopefully things are getting better. By the way, we are in the new studio, and for those of you who've been following the list of things that have gone wrong, including the massive virus that destroyed I don't know how many computers last week that we had to scramble with, things are both better and worse this week. And yes, I know that sounds impossible, but in some ways it's true, and in some ways it's not true. Yes.
Okay.
I'm not making any sense.
This is my first time in the new studio, so I'm very
What
excited.
do you think? It looks like the old one.
There's some brighter colors and shinier TV screens.
Yeah. So this is a live public access television program sponsored by the atheist community of Austin. For more information about the ACA, you can visit the website www.atheist-community.org. There you can find information about all the ACA's events, including some of the ones I'll announce today, as well as a calendar of events and links to frequently asked questions and ways to contact and communicate with members of the group, including a Yahoo discussion list, various email contact information, and the notes on the website. The ACA is a nonprofit educational organization promoting positive atheism and the separation of church and state, and they have weekly meetings every Sunday at Romeo's on Barton Springs Road beginning around 11:30 here in beautiful downtown Austin, except for the first Sunday of the month when we host a lecture series at the Austin History Center located at the corner of 9th and Guadalupe beginning at around 12:15. I don't have the information regarding the December lecture, but I do have some information about future lectures. In addition to this program, the ACA also sponsors a bi-weekly internet audio podcast that is currently on hiatus called The Nonprofits. For more information, you can go to nonprofitsradio.com. That's Prophets. There will not be a Nonprofits episode probably until after the first of the year. Just pretend like it was a regular TV show or whatever, and we're on our winter break or whatever it is that they do.
But I want to be on that one, the next one you have.
You can be on whenever you want.
No, I can't. You guys have all the equipment.
Well, I mean, you can be on whenever we're actually doing it. All you have to do is show up.
Okay, I'm good. I'm warning you now.
It's not a warning. It's a promise. And you have to hold him to it. If we have a Nonprofits
and I'm not there,
and Jeff's not there,
then it's his fault.
Flood him with email.
Or
something like that. In addition to the media outreach programs the ACA participates in, you can also find us at a bunch of events around town. We don't just have a once-a-month dealio. We've got brunches on Sundays and happy hours on Thursdays. We do blood drives, food bank. We keep Austin clean, street cleanup. A number of other events. There's the information for the happy hour on Thursdays, 7 o'clock at Dog and Duck Pub. That says 17th and Guadalupe. Obviously, it wasn't reformatted for the beautiful new lower third that we've got. But those events are just happening every week, nothing special. Any atheist or atheist-friendly person can come down to any of those. You don't have to be a member to attend. You don't have to call us in advance to attend. You don't have to double-check. Just kind of show up and say, hey, where are all the godless heathens? And somebody there will know who you're talking about, and you can join us and have a good time. After this program's over, we get together for dinner at Threadgill's on Riverside. We're on the air till 6 o'clock, and we'll be down at Threadgill's right around 6:30 or so. There's the address, 301 West Riverside Drive. Any atheist or atheist-friendly person is welcome to come to that as well. But if you're coming down to preach, proselytize, provoke, punch, pester, piss, pick on, whatever, add as many P's as you want, please don't. It's a live call-in program, as I mentioned before. Today's Sunday, November 15th, 2009, if you're wondering if it's live or a rebroadcast. and we'll have the number up for you like almost instantaneously. A number will appear.
Yeah.
That was the snap for the camera. The snap for the phone number is here. I'm not really magic.
Please tell me you arranged this in advance.
No, I didn't arrange it in advance.
Gag.
I'm messing with the folks in the booth. They'll get the number up for you shortly. We'll be taking live calls probably for most of the show, but I want to make sure we went ahead and got the number up. And briefly, I'll talk about what I did yesterday, which was the Texas Free Thought Convention in San Antonio. Last year it was held in Austin. This year it was in San Antonio. They've announced that next year it'll be in Dallas, Fort Worth area, and the year after that it will be in Houston. I don't believe they've made an announcement for where it will be in 2012, but I'm going to be lobbying for a return to Austin where we can have a big end-of-the-world party for the 2012 Texas Free Thought Convention. This is just me saying what I'd like to have happen. None of this has worked out yet. So, and I'm going to have to talk to local Austin groups as well as the organizers of the Texas Free Thought Convention to see if we can do that. And if not, that's fine too. It's a wonderful event, and I'll go as long as I have time and it's, workable within driving distance and whatnot. We had a bunch of guest speakers yesterday, including Kathleen Johnson, who's the military director for American Atheist and the originator and original president of Military Association of Atheists and Freethinkers. Dr. Vic Stinger, who was also here 2 weeks ago in October in Austin at Opal Divines. We had a nice discussion with him. He was there as well yesterday and gave a nice talk. Dan Barker was there, played a few songs, and spoke for a few minutes on that. We had pretty much a good time across the board. The president of Atheist Alliance International was there as well, and Claire Woolner from CFI Austin were all involved in a panel discussion where they took questions. They had wonderful activities for kids, so that it was a lot more family friendly. The kids got to make non-Newtonian fluids and had a room all to themselves and basically just enjoyed the day. Lots of good information came out of that. Some of that you're going to be hearing about on this program in the coming months, including information about the Camp Quest program in Texas, which is now up and running. And awesome. I'm not going to give more details about that today, but we'll talk about it in the coming months for sure. We had a really good time yesterday. I think most people were probably hoping for some slight changes in the schedule. I don't think there was enough time allotted for dinner. There was a lot of scrambling to get out and get back for Dan Barker, but the event, for the most part, went off without a hitch. And we had a really good time. I'm looking forward to next year as well. And kudos to Paul and all the rest of the organizers for putting on a really amazing event that has grown significantly over last year, and we're all kind of optimistic that it'll continue to grow. And I will continue pushing for us to participate in it and support it as long as we keep doing good stuff.
That sounds great.
You didn't go, though.
I didn't go.
I'm sorry.
No, too busy. Too busy. Trying to make a living.
Yeah. I know the feeling.
You?
I've been busy as well, but I flat out told my boss there's no way that I'll be working this weekend.
Huh.
Yeah, because I've worked every other weekend for the last 6 months for the most part, so they kind of cut me some slack.
Speaking of 2012,
yes.
Have you seen the movie?
Hell no. I don't want to see John Cusack destroy his career like that.
Oh, most of it's quite good.
You've seen it?
Yeah, most of it's quite good.
Okay.
It's the ending. Terrible. It just falls apart.
It's the end of the world. I mean, anyway, I don't want to know. I may actually end up watching it.
It's actually a lot less apocalyptic than you might think.
Okay.
Which is one of the disappointments about it.
See, no more.
Yeah, spoilers. I know. We don't want to give out spoilers, but I'm just saying.
So I noticed that there's callers on every line. We're going to get the information up there in just a second. And actually, it's coming in now. There was one more thing that I wanted to mention. I know Dan Barker is doing a debate right now, as the show is going on, down at Texas State University in San Marcos, that I was unfortunately unable to attend. But I did have a good time talking to him yesterday. I won a book in the raffle.
Did you? What book?
Well, I knew you were going to ask.
You didn't bring it?
I didn't. I got like 3 or 4 books yesterday,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't bring them, and I can't remember which one I won and which one I didn't. So,
Well,
I don't
congratulations
want to do that. But yeah, it was
for
it was a
winning
lot of
an
fun.
unnamed book.
Did you want to go start taking callers at the moment? Or
Heck yeah.
Let's do that.
Let's just go straight into
We've
it.
got Mark in Ontario.
Hello.
Are you there, Mark?
I'm here.
How are you?
My question is really to Matt. I'm an atheist, so my question is: if you were to design a religion to kind of bridge atheism and Christianity, what would your kind of intermediate religion be that might be able to achieve that?
Well, first off, I wouldn't.